trouble with this?
Oh, by the way, I think I fixed the issue with recording. Actually, we're live now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the issue, it seemed to be somewhat complicated, but somewhat not. So I saw some fixes, and I just kind of was like picking and choose, because there was no exact fix for my issue. So like I just kind of picked and chose some of the fixes, and like I tinkered around and it fixed it.
So
and
it's going to record?
If I press record right now,
It doesn't work.
Nope. So, but I think I just learned something.
Okay.
Listen,
you're getting closer.
We're getting closer. I think the issue has something to do with the fact that it's maxing out NVENC stuff, maxing out NVENC decoding. It's like a graphics card. It's maxing out graphics card decoding. I think it has something to do with my camera. So my camera also uses NVENC decoding, but it was never an issue before. But now it's currently an issue. And it worked. I did a test stream earlier. I did a YouTube test stream, private, and it was recording and streaming. And now it is not, but that's okay. It will survive. The podcast is no longer going to be uploaded on Thursday nights. It'll be Friday mornings.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Whatever.
How's everybody doing? Hello.
Temporarily.
Welcome.
Hi guys, this is the filter in. We're doing a little bit different this week. Drip and I just kind of go live instead of a starting soon screen. So we're filtering in as
We're trying it out. We're gonna see how it works.
Yeah, I watch other podcasts out there, and they do a similar thing. They call it one in particular calls it a filter in, and they just kind of talk about nothing, just like to wait for people to come in. Joe the Clown, what is up, Joe? Are you Joe the Toes or are you Joe the Clown? But if I ask you that question, we're not going to get. If you're actually Joe the Toes, we're not going to get a straight response.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's a different Joe, maybe.
Well, we'll never.
Is this the Joe we know?
We'll never know. We'll never know if it's Joe the Clown is also Joe's the Toes. Because Joe, it's nothing personal to you. If you are actually a different person, Joe the Clown, Joe the Toes has a reputation of lying to us. And changing his name. So we'll never know. Appreciate either way though. Appreciate it, whether you're Joe the Toes or whether you're Joe the Clown. Again, guys, if you're coming in, this is the filter in. Please like the stream if you have not done so already. I need to post Discord messages right now. Forgot to do that. And bam. And bam. Oh, bam. There they go. Discord's up. Beautiful. So we'll get those beautiful people coming in.
Aiden, he has not seen it yet.
Yes, Aiden has not seen it.
We're staying spoiler free. Spoiler free.
It's very clear in the title, spoiler free, because I don't have any spoils to spoil.
I got lots of them, but it's not. I mean, I don't know, man. It's not. There's not a lot to spoil. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest spoilers that's been so public right now is the fact that there is no story to spoil. Yeah, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Way too early for that.
Plenty to get about that later.
Did I post this everywhere I needed to post it? Did you put it on that one place? Yes, you did.
I sure did. I put it just about all the places you can actually put it. And again, one reminder, guys, if you could like the stream for us, if you even want to share it, but I'm not asking that. Just like the stream would be a huge, huge help for us.
It does help. Yeah, like the stream, please. Please do that. It does help out. Do you have music playing?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I need music for myself. What are we gonna listen to tonight?
Is music too loud, guys? Let me know. It's a little louder than I think normally it is, but we'll see. We'll find out if it's too loud. Mario has to rescue Peach from Bowser. What? Yeah, you can share MySpace. Of course you can, Aiden. Would you even know what that is?
What's funny is that'd
be
like
happens. That'd be like us saying, like, can we share this podcast with can I add this podcast to my mixtape?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I've heard of it. I think my man, I want to go back and check. I want to go back and look right now. What if my MySpace is still there? God.
Man, so I actually never had a MySpace. I was alive for the time and I could have had one. I was of age, but just didn't. I never was into that. I've never been a big social media guy. Just never have. And when I was in my social media vibes, I was complaining about politics, and that's good for nobody.
It's not. It's really not.
It's good for nobody.
It's not. It's okay though.
Speaking of which, cracking a beer. Fuck politics.
You want to do beer of the week right now?
Coors Light.
Coors Light. I have
delicious.
I
think expired.
Nothing fancy. I have a Twisted Tea Peach.
Oh, you did get your Twisted Tea. Good.
Twisted Tea Peach. Yeah, I got it. It's good. I have like 2 of these, I think. Then I'm going to bed after this. After the podcast, I'm going directly to bed.
Nice. Guys, we'll get to the episode in just a minute. This is the pre-show. This is the filter in. We're hanging out. Temporarily here. Aiden asked me, Geeb, you aware on Twitter all the time? What do you mean? I think he means like I'm on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
I am on Twitter these days way more than I care to admit and want to be. Like, I don't want to. I was on Facebook for that was like my social media, but before content creation and stuff. But I deleted it. I deleted like 10 years of Facebook because I was sick and tired of social media culture and social media in general. Just can't. Not a fan. I'm more. Get outside. Put your phone over there. Go outside. That's what adults, kids alike. Get off your phones and go experience the world.
What'd you say? I was on my phone.
Exactly. Now it's a job of mine is to be on my phone all the time.
Yeah, man.
So like, it's rough. That's why I'm on Twitter.
I understand, but I do understand that. I mean, you try to put the phone down, have some time away from the stuff. But yeah, it's very hard for me because it's like everything I do, my entire job, all of my jobs involve my phone.
I am on Twitter. I'm trying to actually I'm trying to make more of a presence on Twitter in terms of like sharing and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not like ashamed of like the fact that I bitch about sports on politics on Twitter. I'm trying to do it on purpose. I'm trying to like have a Twitter presence. It's good for content life, just to be out there. But like what I mean is like I'm like waking up in the morning and scrolling Twitter for information, and like that's no good, man. I was a year or two. When I wasn't doing that last couple of years. It was the last couple of years, in fact, but I've gone back to those bad habits. Blast people for trashing Joel Embiid. That's all I do. That's my goal in life is to bash people who bash Joel Embiid. I'm like, guys, listen,
man,
he
hilarious.
is the MVP this year, and if he does not win the MVP, there's an actual real life conspiracy against him, like a real life one. If they give it to Jokic and he doesn't win, it's a real life thing. It's a real life thing.
I know.
Giannis, but if it's not Embiid, Giannis better win. That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, Tyson, talking about sports. What's up? What's up, homie?
You're talking about sports. I'm not talking about sports.
Yeah, I was. You're right. Aiden started it. If you guys could like the stream, I'd appreciate it. We would appreciate it. I'm gonna say it 14,000 times. Dude's a monster. I want to say Among Us every time. Every time
Dude's
I see that.
Among Us.
Every time.
That's just like you called Mega Boy the gaming boy.
The gaming,
like
but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Absolutely not a part of your name whatsoever
like,
yet.
It doesn't even say game. It just says Mega Boy. It said the gaming boy. Like what?
You know what that is? That's Game Boy. Like that's where that comes from. It's Game Boy.
How?
Mega Boy, Game Boy. I don't know. I'm telling you, if I knew how, I would stop being dyslexic.
Okay. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm not saying every dyslexic is like me, but my dyslexia does things like that.
Man. Okay.
It's very apparent. Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Yeah, I mean, just remove that D off the end there, Tyson, and it's Game Boy. And it's probably why I do that. Super Game Boy, that's right. What's up, dude the monster? How you doing, dude? Last night's stream was fun. Glad I could stop in.
Are you talking to me?
I was talking to the chat.
Okay, couldn't hear you.
Tyson saw the movie. Maybe we should have Tyson on tonight.
I talked to him last night.
I was trying to get Alex on for this one, but he once again was not available.
Unavailable.
Oh, good. Unavailable. He's the hardest man to get a hold of in all of time.
Ooh, catching up on Mando. It's a weird one.
Oh, I thought that was my brain broke for a second. I thought that was Tyson. I'm like, what? Oh,
no, it was a weird one. It's a weird one. A strange one. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It was just strange.
Can I just say that I'm way more excited to talk about that than I am the Mario movie?
That's fair. You know, just
Not
not the right podcast.
No, yeah, we're not. To be clear, we're not talking about that tonight. But I would love to talk about Mando. Love that episode.
I mean, we got a big week coming up, though, man. We got a big week coming up. You know, we got. What? There's how many? I don't know how many episodes are in this season of Mando. 8, like the other ones, because this coming week is 7. So that means shit's about to hit the fan. Something's gonna happen big this week if it's only 8 episodes. Also, we're probably, Wednesday is gonna be huge. Not only do we get Ted Lasso, we get Mando, plus we get the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom direct. That's definitely coming on Wednesday. It's gonna be a huge day. It's gonna be big, very big. Geeb, very big.
Dripper's no longer part of this podcast once again. He has been fired. We may rehire in the future. I'll take her applications right now, everybody. If you want to become the second member of Drip G podcast, but you'll have your name in it. Actually, we have a name already planned out. We're good to go. I'll just reuse that. We'll just use that name. And Drip is, listen, don't you bang anything. You're not allowed to bang things over there. You're not here anymore. You're fired.
Ahem, ahem. Order in the court.
Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome back.
Hi.
Thanks
for having me.
Aiden, no, Aiden, you're not. You're fired before you're hired. You asked too many questions. Next. I'm surprised you didn't form that as a question, Aiden.
Barker, what's up?
Love you. What's up, Jason Barker?
Going Mario round 2 tomorrow. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the kids get here to go see it again. I would like to go see it again, though. It was fun. It was just fun. I really, really enjoyed it. Trying to save a lot of that talk for when we actually start the podcast.
Dude, can we you and I we're already butting off more than we can chew, but we should do another podcast about like movies and TV, because like I want to talk about Mando. I want to talk about Ted Lasso. Man, there's a lot of what I want to talk about that's not Nintendo related. Not that I don't want to talk about Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, but I have more to say, more to add to the world.
My homeboy's got to include the YouTube 18 hours a day. That's awesome, though. Super cool.
Well, there's hundreds of hours of content through Drip G podcast. If you want to watch your buddy Drip talk about Nintendo for hundreds of hours, feel free. A lot big old backlog we have.
Geekcore Roundup.
Geekcore. That's a good name. That's a great name of a podcast. That's a very solid name of a podcast.
It actually is.
Can we
like it more?
Yeah.
Me, Drew. Wait, like what? Like what? Oh, the movie. Yeah. I really did like it.
Guys, we have 14 people as of a second ago. Now 12 and 3 likes. Can we change that?
Oh yeah, leave a like on the stream.
Yeah,
guys, please. Come on.
Slap that like button.
It's so easy to do.
Like
so easy to do.
Like you're abusing your wife in 1959.
No.
Slap it.
No. God, no. No.
I said 1959. I did not say currently. Because we aren't going to deny that didn't happen. That definitely happened. All the time.
No, I wasn't here in 1959.
I mean, you weren't here.
Lord Geeb. Lord.
I'm not funny, but I try to be.
Sometimes you are.
I've had a good streak recently.
Yeah, you had a good one last night at some point.
Yeah.
Oh man. Amiibo cards are going everywhere. Shit.
Oh no. You know those things about those Amiibo cards? They're fast. Like they're slippery. There's no friction with those cards.
Don't get away from you, man. Don't get away from you.
Very slippery.
I don't know. No, these ones aren't. They got like, I don't know. They're pretty grippy. These are nice.
Yours?
Shout out to the gaming boy.
Can you show them to me? Are they the same ones that we have? Those are different.
These are the best ones you can.
I mean,
right
they're grippy. Ours are grippy, or mine is grippy, but they're. These
are like, you see, it's like got a matte finish on it.
Yeah, mine's the same thing. They look like they're the exact same cards with different artwork.
Maybe these are good. I really do like these.
These
Again,
are good.
Shout out to the gaming boy. See, yours have pictures of the actual amiibo on them.
Yes, they do.
Mine have like the artwork.
And then on the back, it does show all the things. But you see how this is shiny and like
And see, yeah, the back of mine. Look at the back of mine. It's got like a little group picture with the champions and all that.
I mean, that's good. That's definitely good.
It's better. It's better than yours.
But
right?
the front is better on these.
No, look at this. Look at that. Look at that artwork.
It's stylish, but like this is what you're dropping. This is the amiibo that you're dropping.
Look at that guy, that fella. No,
it's
man,
the same
these are better.
fucking thing.
These are better. These are better.
All right, fine. Fight me then. Jesus.
I'm not gonna. I won't.
My dog's here. He's gonna bark at you like earlier. He's gonna bite you.
He wasn't barking at me. He was barking at dogs.
That's true. Touche. He smells like dog. Funny. You're getting a bath tomorrow, boy. You stink. You stink.
So I found the part. I didn't go get the part because it was like cold today.
Oh yeah.
I didn't need it, but yeah, my AC is out still.
It's toasty.
They have the part though. It's right down the road. I'm gonna go get it in the morning. It's been raining all day though, so it's like I'm not gonna go out there and work on electrical stuff and get it all wet and then turn it back on. I don't want to do that.
Idea.
I'm gonna do it when it's not raining, which I think might be tomorrow. Either way, I'll get it done this weekend. But the power is off to it right now, so it's good. It's fine.
I'm gonna take a book
Rip
out
is funnier than you, Geeb, by far. Did you read that?
I did see that, and I don't deny it most of the time. I'm gonna take a book out of Dudes Among Us. Oh god damn it! Dude's a monster. Take a page.
Dudes Among Us.
Take a whole book. You're getting a whole not a page, a whole book. Give me your whole book. I like something you did last night. Here, have you liked?
7, dude. It was 80. It was like 86 here yesterday. I don't know what the hell was going on. I got in my car and looked at the little thing. It was 86. I was like, what? My house. I mean, it was almost. Oh man, it was like almost 90 in my house last night. I'm telling you, it was real. It was getting real. It was getting real.
Sorry, I'm typing something that I think is slightly funny.
All right, that's fine. What do you where?
I'm making a poll.
Okay. Have you liked the stream? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Vote in the poll.
Yeah, the answers are it's like you stream. Have you liked the stream? Yes, no, or I disliked it actually. I just want to know if you disliked the stream. I mean, just let us know.
It's fair.
Yeah, there we go. Somebody disliked it. There you go. Just admit it. It's fine. It's fair.
Well,
you guys can if you want to change your likes to dislikes, I'm not going to be against it. Just to go ahead and switch all of your likes to dislikes, and everybody else who wants to dislike it, pile on the dislikes. It's fine.
Maybe not. Maybe don't do that.
Nah, actually, you should like just share this on Twitter and complain in your tweet. Like, this is the worst podcast I've ever seen.
What's up, Ari?
What's up, Ari?
I hate that he does that every
it's
time
so funny.
He pops in anywhere now.
Talk about who's funny, not me. Ari's funny. Yeah, Jason, it wasn't hot over here in Illinois. It's still rocking 50 degrees.
Yes, it was
rocking
hot.
50 degrees. Space
wild,
heaters
man.
on.
And then I go outside today. I had the windows still open like all night last night because I didn't want it to be hot. But, whew, man, this morning I was like, dude, it's freezing in here.
Yeah. Like those mornings are cold.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically cold all day.
Yo! How you doing? Thanks for liking the stream, guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, do appreciate it. Do you want to start?
No.
Cool. I don't either. Great. Wonderful.
Yeah. Hey, besties.
Hey. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. Man, I forgot I didn't forget. I was trying to get the bot set up for everything, and it was unsuccessful. Very, very saddening. I need to be successful about that. I think we're just going to change bots.
Let me know how that goes, because I don't know why. So listen to this. This is what's so weird. We're talking about the whole chat bot thing.
Yeah.
So I was trying to set the one up because, you know, we're trying to do channel memberships. If you're not a member
of the Drip Podcast.
Of my YouTube channel, you can become a member. We're gonna do members only streams. We're gonna do all kinds of really cool stuff. So you could go over there and check that out if you want. Shameless plug. But while I was trying to set that stuff up so it would like pop up in the chat, couldn't get it to work, and you know, I was doing all the stuff, whatever. I thought I set it up, but then when I went back over the other night to play Fortnite on Twitch, the old thing where I was doing giveaways just popped up.
That's
and it wasn't even going. It just started popping up again out of nowhere. I'm like, how the hell did this happen?
Your bot for Twitch is set up better. Like it's set up properly.
It's from Stream Elements.
It's set up.
Right?
It's set up properly.
Well, when you find a new bot, you let me know because I'm gonna use that bot because
that's what you've done every time.
I just follow what you're doing, man. I thought I was doing well. I went and set it up myself, and then I was like, well, how do I get it to do this? And then it wouldn't. So
I'm in the same boat. I gotta figure it out. Jason, what's up? Aiden, it's not funny when you copy someone else's joke. Just FYI. It's called biting. You bite someone's joke.
Hari said, I unfortunately will be doing What's Up, Hari even after the joke gets old. Which is what, like now?
But like, Hari, that's my sense of humor. Like if no one's picked up on it yet, that's my sense of humor. Is to beat
KG, my second favorite KG in the house. Where are we pre-ordering Tears of the Kingdom? That's a nice little pre-show conversation I'd like to have, actually.
Just do it.
Well, where?
Not you.
Just do what?
She like touched me on the shoulder and said, "Is it okay? Can I go get it?" Like, or whatever she said.
You know,
I'm like, yeah. Like, it'd be worse to tap me on the shoulder if we were live, because then you'd interrupt the podcast.
So I don't know where I'm going to pre-order that. KG, so I'm thinking if I even get it
you fuck my shit up and they're leaving.
If I get it physical at all, it's going to be maybe Best Buy, because they got that little, whatever, the art, the print or whatever. But I want to know what size it is. I hate that they're showing us in their promotion, they're showing an art print, which I do like the print. I like the way it looks. But they show it next to a Switch case, which a Switch case is this big. And it looks like, the way that they present it, it looks like the art print is this big.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a Tears of the Kingdom trading card.
Yeah.
I don't need one of those. But I am interested in that print, though. Because if it's the size of the one that I got from where GameStop. Did I get that at? GameStop. Yeah, that's right. For... Help me out again. What is it?
Bowser's Fury.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you everything that you have.
Yeah, just when I stop, you finish my sentence, please.
Sure.
But that one's cool. I really like that, and I like the size, and it's a very easy size to frame as well. But I do like that. It's got the little green like mat around it already. I won't have to put a mat on it. I could just put a nice little black, simple museum-style frame.
Yeah.
Pop it right up on the wall.
Oh,
so right now, if I get it physical, because I'm probably not. I'm probably going to buy the vouchers and do it digital.
Do the vouchers. It's
then you're going to get that game for $50 and then another game for $50.
Listen,
it sucks to do 100 up front, but
yeah, it does. But listen, if anybody out there, if you're like a bulk shopper or like you're trying to, not necessarily coupon cutter, because I feel like that's kind of out of date these days. You don't really cut coupons. You do other things, but to save money. But like, if you're someone who enjoys saving a few bucks for no extra work, you do have to spend more money up front. But if you were already planning on especially like if you're already planning on getting Pikmin, it's an absolute no-brainer. Like, you're already gonna buy Pikmin in a couple months.
Yeah, I'm not gonna though.
I was thinking about it, but I made my choice. Did I tell you yet that I actually got Breath of the Wild on digitally instead of buying Pikmin or getting Mario Maker 2?
Mario Maker 2 is cool.
I've really thought about it, but I just decided, I just kind of want Breath of the Wild a second time, leave the cartridge in its case. That's kind of what I wanted. Fair
enough. I've had Breath of the Wild on a shelf for 2 years and never played it. Can I finish it before Tears of the Kingdom? If you start now and I'm doing a playthrough on stream and I only have one Divine Beast done. There's 4. I'm pretty confident in 35 days that I'm going to be able to do that. And I think I only stream it, twice a week? 2 hours? Yeah. I think I'm pretty confident I'm going to be able to do it. I may have to do a little bit off stream, just getting a few things so we're not really, but I'm confident that it can be done. Yeah, I think you can do it, and it's definitely worth it. Very good game. My God.
Jason, as somebody who's played this game 4 times, not 100%ed it, but I've played it 4 times. Like I beat the game 4 different times. Or 3. It's going to be 4 pretty soon on my YouTube account.
Yeah, this will be my 4th time playing it.
As someone who's played it 4 times. Now, I'll answer your question like this. If you enjoyed Breath of the Wild, if you're having fun with it and you want to keep playing it, you're like as contrary to you're iffy on it. If you enjoy it, you'll finish it like next week. Like the story is like you can get it done in 15 hours. Easy. The story. Now, if you want to, but the thing is, are you going to get distracted? Are you going to go to this tower? Are you going to go to this shrine and just do? Are you going to try to complete the map 100%? Maybe you won't finish, but that doesn't mean that you won't get the gist. Like beating Ganon doesn't give you the whole story. The memories give you the story. Yeah. And if you don't even do the memories and you just beat Ganon, that's like very fast. You're backlogged? Yeah, no. If you're backlogged, I mean, I totally understand why you can't get. You're not going to get to it.
Backlog. I just buy digital game. I have digital games on my Switch. Sometimes I go, over into the menu and just start scrolling through all the games. I'm like, I forgot I even had that. There's so many games on my Switch that I haven't played.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, honestly. It's just disgusting, is what it is.
Absolutely filthy.
It is filthy. It is filthy.
Drew, are you ready now? I've been waiting for you for a while. I feel like it's about time you'd be ready.
I'm ready.
You ready? You sure?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Yeah, dude. What, Jason? Oh yeah, just agreeing with us. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Are you ready now?
It's possible to keep up. That's true. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been ready.
You ready, dude?
Oh, hey, God. Wait. Before we go in chat, if you guys have any questions.
Oh yeah.
About the Mario movie that you want us to answer. Nothing, no spoilers, but if you have any questions, concerns, whatever, throw them in the chat, because we did put something up on YouTube in the community tab.
And Discord.
And in Discord. Asking questions, which will be answered tonight.
Yeah. So for sure, get your questions in. If we don't get to them in the stream or during the recording of the podcast, definitely get to them. Definitely ask them again after the stream. In the after show, we'll answer them then. But the priority is we're going to get to all the questions on YouTube, then Discord, and then your guys' stream questions. So if there's a moderator out there who knows how to like highlight such questions, I know it's like a thing on YouTube you can do.
Is it?
Yeah, it's certainly a thing you can do. You should see some YouTube streams. There's really good YouTube streams, and I don't know how to do that.
Nice. Good for them.
They can if they don't. There's like a plugin where like a moderator can or a controlling person like you or I could highlight a comment and it shows up on the stream in like a nice graphic. I have no idea how to do that, but that's a thing.
I mean, it sounds fancy.
Sounds great, and nice. I want to do that. All right, Jerp, you I've been waiting for you way too long.
Oh my God. Start the thing. I'm ready. I've been ready.
Which one is it? I gotta remember what I did last week. Splash screen. All right. We're gonna do this, Drip. You ready?
Shh.
This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Fuck.
Nailed it! Just like always. Just like always.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry about that. Do one more time. One more time.
Smooth. All the time.
Yeah,
they call him Smooth Geeb, actually.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
On the streets, that's what they call him.
I'll do this again. Damn it. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey, fuck me in the butt. I'm the after show sign up. Why did you say anything? Why did you say anything?
I didn't see it. I can't see the stream.
That's right. But I blame you anyway.
This is ridiculous.
I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for my vulgar language. I will never say those words again. 3 times the charm. This podcast was edited and uploaded by
about
Uncle Geeb Productions. You ruined it. You just ruined it by talking. This podcast. Don't talk, Drip. See,
I'm not.
We're never gonna start this episode. Shh. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, and welcome everyone to the Geeb Podcast. I am your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is Host Your Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast over on youtube.com/DripGeebDrip. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Doing fantastic. I'm doing even better now that you're blinking at me like that. Mario movie, man. It was awesome.
Baby.
It was awesome.
It was so great, right? It was the best movie we ever saw, right?
You didn't see it. I got my bucket, dude. I got my bucket. Honestly, love the movie. Way more excited about the bucket, though. Really excited about the question mark block bucket.
Yeah.
I got big plans for it, man. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put
Big plans.
I found there's a piranha plant lamp.
Piranha plant lamp.
It's a piranha plant lamp, but it's in like a warp pipe, right? But what I want to do is like make that look like it's a pot. You know what I mean? And then put the lamp in there so it looks like it's planted as a plant in a pot.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and exactly.
Maybe a little craft, little
crafty,
you know?
craft.
Either that, or I'm just gonna put an actual plant in it. I did look today to see like what you have to do to keep like an actual Venus flytrap alive.
Not much.
You have to feed it live bugs, dude.
Not much at all. You just gotta like baby it like a baby.
You gotta feed it.
You gotta cradle
bugs.
it.
Like you actually have to feed it bugs.
You
I
gotta
can't
hold it in
that.
your hands and cradle and give a little kissy on its little face. And if you don't, it'll die.
I can barely keep the plants up here alive, and all you gotta do is put water in them.
You can barely drink water and stay hydrated yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Let alone feed dead flies or alive flies. Actually,
alive.
Sometimes. Yeah, alive.
Alive.
I would pay money to see you try to keep a Venus flytrap alive. 24-hour live stream camera.
Yeah. I don't
Can it live? So, will it live?
It won't live, and it'll get pissed. It'll start biting me. so I don't think it works. I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that. They don't have teeth.
They don't have brains. They don't think for themselves. They're like
a cage.
I believe that there's like a slight misconception about them. That like they think. They don't really think. They think just as much as another plant does. They just have like weird. It's basically senses. They can sense these things.
Yeah, and it just closes.
It's not
and then
eating
it just
anything.
Digests it.
Yeah, but like not like the way we do it.
No, it eats it.
Right, but not the same way we eat.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
very
swallow
different.
It doesn't swallow.
Yeah, it's very different in lots of ways. But anyway, this is the whole podcast about piranha plants now. Drip, why is piranha plant your favorite Smash character?
I don't know. I really like piranha plant, man. I'm a fan. I don't know.
Fan.
I'm a fan. I'm a piranha plant fan.
Piranha plant fan. Guys, you heard the man. He's a piranha plant fan.
This guy who likes piranha plants. I'm a piranha plant guy.
If you're listening on the audio side of things, or like maybe after the fact on YouTube, and you're wondering why these guys sound like they don't know what they're doing, it's probably because we don't, number one. And number two is that we tried the intro 4 times, Rip, and we failed.
No,
4 times.
Let's back up for a second there. Let's back up.
Don't you do this.
You tried the intro.
Don't you do this. Don't you put this on me.
Do you know how much I have to do with that intro? Absolutely nothing. I sit here. That's all I do. All I got to do is sit here and shut my mouth.
Well, do that more often, Drip. That's what you do. Except for, actually, no. That's funny you say that, because one of those mess ups were you not shutting your mouth. So let's be clear here, sir. Let's be clear. You messed up on time. And you have nothing to do with it.
Okay, 99.9% of the time, I get it right, okay?
How do you get it right if you have nothing to do?
I do nothing.
That's not getting it right. I'm really good at being a doctor. I don't do anything to be a doctor, but that's how I'm good at it. Anyway, guys, this podcast is about the Mario movie, which I haven't seen yet.
Wait,
Spoilers.
Hold on. Now, hold on. Let's not jump into the Mario stuff yet, because we have something else to talk about that's coming up this week.
We do.
That is massive. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge Huge thing coming this week.
Yeah, we're gonna continue this argument.
It's happening.
Keep it going. Yeah, what's
12th,
happening, Drip?
Wednesday.
What?
It's happening.
Yeah, Drip. Do you remember we had a bet on that? You remember that bet?
I don't quite exactly remember what the bet was. Can you?
Well,
remind me
sir,
what that is?
if the direct that you think is going to happen for Zelda, if it happens on the 12th, now not the same week, on the 12th, then I have to do something for you. I don't remember what it was. We didn't have a clear, concise thing.
Oh man, it was something that we have to go back and watch.
Yeah. But if
Leslie's
I
podcast to find out,
if I'm right, Drip, if I'm right, and which I am, and there is no Zelda Direct on the 12th, then I do for you. I make you a video. I do a video for you for free. Free video for you. Now, the part that I don't remember is what you do for me. What do you do for me?
We do a video together on your channel, and I promote it for a certain amount of time.
That's right. It's all coming back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So, guys, you can plan on next week or maybe 2 weeks that Drip's going to be on my featured on my channel, and he's going to promote the fudge out of it on his YouTube channel.
This is happening. I'm telling you, I really do think we're still getting more, and we're going to be We're exactly a month out. 5 days from now, correct? We're 30 days out.
I'm not gonna math it out, especially because it's a podcast. It'll be uploaded after the fact. It's
okay. Either way, the 12th.
Yes, we have almost a month at this point of time recording. About a month. Yeah, over a month.
Wednesday's the 12th. It comes out, May 12th. So, I mean, it makes sense. It's
Drip, I need you to know something, Drip. I need you to know that I was more on board with your argument about there being a direct for Zelda on the 12th. I was more on board with that before they came out with a 10-minute game presentation of Tears of the Kingdom.
They still didn't tell us anything.
After they told us about gameplay. Very clear. And I've already explained to you many times, you've refused to believe it. And when I'm right, I'm going to be very happy about this. They're not going to give you the story. I know they did it with lots of the games, and they've done it with, they even did it with Breath of the Wild. I understand.
Single game.
I understand.
You're telling me one of the biggest releases, the biggest release for them of the year, they're just going to, it's all good. We won't market it.
Listen, having a 30-minute direct all about the story of the game is not.
It's not going to be all about the story.
Promoted.
There's plenty of other stuff. We don't know anything.
We know how the game mechanics work. What do you mean we don't know anything? We don't know is story.
We know the game. We know what his new abilities are. That's all we know.
Listen, you call me naive. I'm calling you naive because you really think they're going to show you their cards of what this game is
every single time with every single game.
But with this game,
yes,
this game.
Why would this game be any different? Why?
It is completely different.
They've done it.
I'll ask you why, because you ask yourself. You tell me that Nintendo does not treat Zelda differently and their other franchises.
I mean, they market things pretty well the same all the time. This has been a little bit different, but I think it's because they want to wait until this thing that's happening.
I'm sorry. What was that? I couldn't quite hear that.
They've been holding a lot of stuff back with this.
Hold on. Before that, you said something about different. What was that?
A little bit, because they're holding things back. But I can tell you right now.
So they're holding things back because they're treating this a little bit different. Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you right now, there's absolutely no way we are going to go into this game only knowing what we know right now. There's no way.
I think absolutely no way. You're right. And they're gonna tweet. They're gonna do lots of tweets for between now and the date of the game. They're gonna tweet lots of things. And they're gonna repost some clips of that 10-minute direct. Not direct. Sorry.
They're already doing that. They're doing that right now.
And they're gonna continue to do it. They're gonna do it till we are at nauseum or tired of seeing all those new mechanics.
Honestly, I think that was the beginning.
Your best chance of getting more information for Zelda is that they tweet something that is new that we haven't heard yet, but it's in a tweet and it's a short video, if even a video.
God, that's you know what? The only reason I hope they do it now is just so I can just rub it in your face.
Listen,
I told you.
When I'm wrong or when I'm right, either way, I'm gonna be happy. Either way, because if I'm right, then I'm right. I'm happy. If I'm wrong, then we got more information, and I'm happy for more information. But at the same time, they're not gonna show us this game because they've already explained to us ad nauseum. Theoretically, ad nauseum, they haven't explained anything, but that this is Breath of the Wild 2. That this is Breath of the Wild 2. That's what they've told us by not telling us anything. This is Breath of the Wild 2. You're going to expect a Breath of the Wild experience with a new story that we're not going to tell you because that's why you're going to buy the game. That's our selling point. If we tell you the selling point before you buy it, then you don't have to buy it.
Okay.
Simple as that.
But let me just give you a small list of things we don't know about that people might want to know about before they pay $70 for this game. Are there shrines? Are there dungeons? I mean, what are we doing? What is the point? Like, we need to know. We need a tease of the story. We need something to go off of to be like, okay, those abilities are really cool, but what are we doing? Like, what are we doing with them? We're building stuff. Okay, that's cool, but why? Why? We have no information on any of that. We don't know, because some people are like, I don't want shrines. Maybe they do have shrines, but they're not the same. Maybe it's the same concept, different thing. They'd probably want to tell us about that. So like, hey, remember how you didn't want shrines and you want dungeons? You get both.
So like we've already this is not a Zelda podcast. We will talk about this for hours if we tried to do this, but I will tell you that I've already answered the questions you had, why we don't see it, why we haven't seen it, we need to see stuff, where is this stuff. I've already explained to you in the past why. Why they're not telling us about shrines is because they don't want the people who don't want shrines in the game, people who are like, I don't want shrines to give me dungeons again. They don't want to tell people, hey, guess what? There's actually just more shrines. But we're not telling you because you're not going to buy the game. You're going to be upset with us. But my guess is then
they fucked this whole thing up anyway. Because if that is the case, and they already knew that people were going to be pissed, but they did it anyway. This is a very Nintendo. This is a very problem there anyway. This
is a very Nintendo thing to do is to keep shrines in the game, but change them in a way where they're basically dungeons. And I bet you that's what they've done. They did not go back to dungeons. That's not Nintendo. That's not their style these days. Their style is not to listen to the customer. Their style is to make the customer angry, but also make them like something that they didn't know they liked. And that's what they're going to do.
You're
that's what
right,
they're going to do.
Because it goes back to like what we talked about last week with that crafting system. Like, I've been talking about like, there's going to be a crafting system. There's going to be something. There's going to be something. And in my head, the things I thought it was going to be, it's completely different, but it's so much better. Like the way that they do it, it fits the game. I think there's going to be more. I think there's a lot more. And I think they're going to do, maybe like you said, maybe we are getting dungeons. Like here's what and I've told you this before. Here's what I want. Just think Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild, but just filled with brooms that are like the shrines to open up to get to new places. Different though. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
That Hyrule Castle's insane. It's insane.
But each individual room is pretty basic in the castle.
Yeah.
It's just like kill the enemies, use magnesis, see if you can find anything that's magnetic. That's essentially what you do, and find a rock, find an occasional bomb area to blow a hole into a wall. There's no puzzles in real puzzles.
You don't have to go through any of it either. You can climb up the side of the walls right up to the top if you really want to.
Yeah. Drip, we have to stop talking about this.
We do.
If you follow the podcast, you guys know we'll talk more and more about this.
I want to say this. Wednesday, the 12th.
Yeah, guys, next week we'll know that we'll start the podcast off with either a celebration from moi, Uncle Geeb, or a celebration from Turd Face over there. Everybody out there, I'm talking the trash now. Everybody out there, I'm going to bring this up from some chat here. Excuse me 1 second. I had a belch. It was necessary. Jason Barker in the chat. He brought something up because you were talking about your popcorn belt.
Yeah.
Belt?
Bucket. It's not
a belt. Can't confirm.
I wish it was a popcorn belt. That would be amazing. I would love one of those.
Delicious. Jason said Cinemark was sold out of their buckets on day one. And that brings
this is the AMC one.
Yeah. AMC
you got to go to the, Yeah.
They're probably sold out too. And actually,
no. They'll have them. Go to the mall.
Go
to the mall. Man, they had bought dude, they had so many of them.
Yeah, in your area.
He's in my area.
Oh, that's your buddy. I forgot about that.
He's in my area.
You're telling your buddy. You're telling your buddy how to get. I see what you're doing.
30 minutes. Yeah. 30-minute drive.
I forgot.
To the mall, man.
I forgot.
To the mall.
Okay, all right. But speaking of the buckets being sold, because that's actually a thing, people are actually experiencing a shortage of these buckets and things, and there's a good reason for that, Drip. That's because the box office for this movie, it went absolutely. This movie passed Sonic as far as I don't have numbers.
Sonic.
I don't have the numbers with him, but I do
Sonic
know.
Doesn't even matter, dude.
I do know that.
You want to know Sonic numbers?
Can I drip? Stop interrupting me.
No, hold on. Let me tell you this. Finish your thing. Here's Sonic numbers. This is opening weekend for Sonic. Weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Not day. Weekend. 72.1 million for Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Previously, the #1 gaming video game movie.
No.
That's what I read.
Maybe opening weekend, but no, there's bigger ones. There's bigger ones. I got all those little.
I think there was that article was opening weekend.
Okay, opening weekend. That may be true. Biggest opening weekend. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Numbers, go for it. You got my numbers.
Okay, that's opening weekend. So that's what? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah.
Day 1 on a Wednesday. The Mario movie made $66.4 million in one day.
And you're wondering why the popcorn buckets are gone.
That's why.
That's why.
That's exactly why.
Holy crap,
it's
dude.
It's nuts.
Sonic in the first weekend was 70 million. This movie in one day.
On a Wednesday.
I don't know when Sonic was either. Could have been similar. Because listen, there was a lot of hype for the Sonic movie. I was included in that hype. We didn't talk about it on the podcast or anything, but I was very excited for this Sonic movie. I did not see it in theaters. I waited till it was on demand or whatever. I watched it on.
Are you talking about
rented
Sonic
it.
1 or 2?
Both. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm talking about this is 2. This is 2. I
was excited for both 2. Wait, bigger? You mean numbers wise? I don't know.
As far as numbers, I didn't look up.
Probably because that #1 was the first Sonic movie was very well received because of what they did. Where they changed the Sonic character to meet what the fans wanted, and that was a big deal, and people went to see it because of that. Like I did too. Like to thank them for making a positive change that we asked for. Yeah. Like it's not often companies do that for us. So
it was good. That was awesome. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
So some other things here that are very, very interesting. The predictions for opening weekend. Now, we heard Sonic 2 was 72 million.
Yeah.
The predictions for opening weekend for the Mario movie are around 225 million globally.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Right. And to put that in perspective, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania opened at 225 million.
Holy, Ant-Man's it's not Avengers, but I mean, listen,
but it's a Marvel franchise, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Holy crap. Jesus, what the heck, man?
I've got a few more. I got a few more little fun things, and this is where I really want to talk about like what this movie could possibly do.
Yeah.
Now that 225 million, that's just projections, but I mean, let's be honest. We're already looking at 66 million in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they can probably do that. We haven't even seen Friday yet, Saturday when people are actually going to be going to see it. So the 2 biggest game adaptations to hit theaters, okay? The biggest one was Warcraft, which was like World of Warcraft, I guess. I don't remember that one, but I guess it made total 439 million at the box office, right?
Yep.
It's pretty big.
Sure.
Next one below that was Detective Pikachu at 433 million, also massive. I think this is going to beat that. I think it's going to be pretty easy to beat that. I mean, if we look at what I've seen some other things online, it looks like Universal's in charge of this. Illumination's owned by Universal. So
yep.
What they've been doing like post-pandemic with their movies and a lot of the animated stuff is it's about a 30-day window in theaters, and then they take it to where, then they get it out of there and take it to where it goes. I mean, I know it's going to slow down after opening weekend, and we'll get into the reviews here in a little bit. People are enjoying this movie. A lot of people are going to go see this. I mean, when you think about what this movie could actually do, I mean, we're just opening weekend, we're going to be about halfway there to beat Warcraft, which is, let's just say, 440 million.
That's insane.
Yeah, so we're going to be at around 220, 225 ish, halfway there, after, your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. I think it can do it. I think it's going to be probably easily the biggest game adaptation we've ever seen in theaters. Easily.
That's just crazy to me. Like, I expected this to have a good reception. Absolutely. I personally did not expect it to like be the best gaming movie of all time in the box office. That was, maybe I did, but like by the ever slightest margin.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would edge out Sonic, but I did not think we were in this territory.
Yeah, I mean, it's crushing. Sonic's left in the dust at this point. That's not a speed joke either. It should have been, but it's not.
Oh, I need a soundboard, like
that was actually good. Actually, that was totally meant to do that.
That's a great one. Listen, half the time people say pun unintended or pun intended, they always intend it. Listen, every time you always do. Don't lie
I
to
did
yourself.
intend that, but I mean, it's crazy because okay. Let's talk about the reviews because I think that's very interesting. That's a very interesting thing. Critic reviews. What are we at on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, let me start like this, Drip, because I did open up on Discord and YouTube for some questions, and we'll answer these. I didn't put them into the set list. I'm an idiot, but we'll sprinkle in the questions as we go throughout the episode. And this question, speaking of the reviews, someone asked a question over here. I think that was on YouTube. I got to pull it. I've questioned in 3 different areas, so forgive me when I get a second here. So someone asked yesterday. It was Super Star Wars Fan 67 asked on YouTube thoughts on Rotten Tomatoes score being 46, which this was yesterday. Yeah, this is Wednesday. Today is now. Thursday. Today, currently, Rotten Tomatoes scores are 53 for the critics and a whopping 96% audience score.
That's wild.
96%. I mean, nearly everybody who is a normal person.
Yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, around about. And nearly everybody who's watched this movie as a fan thinks it's a positive experience. And half of the critics, 50-50 of the critics, some of them think it is a good experience, and some think that it is not. So, Drip, what do you saw? So I didn't.
What's the question? The question is why?
What do you?
Why do the critics feel this way? I mean,
no, just thoughts. Just simply our thoughts on that.
I would say it's because the movie doesn't really have the greatest story. I said it in the video yesterday. It doesn't really have a story. I mean, it does. They do a lot of stuff with the characters. They develop the characters a pretty good amount. I mean, Peach has a lot of development, a lot of character development. Mario's got Mario and Luigi have a nice little backstory. You get pieces of Donkey Kong's history. He's got some stuff going on. And I mean, Toad's just hilarious, but you do get that character development, but you don't get an actual story. There's no plot really. I mean, it's the same plot as any Mario game. Peach isn't stolen, obviously, but you're doing a thing. You're doing a thing. This thing happens. You go through the motions. You do the thing. The movie's over. There's just so much others, and I think that's why the critics don't like it. It's because it does lack that. But if you're a fan of Mario, you've played any of the games, like it doesn't even matter that there's no. It really doesn't even matter that there's no story. There's that much stuff packed into this movie. I didn't even care. I was just looking around to see what else they were going to put in there next. I mean, there's just so much. You can't even. I guarantee I probably missed half of it. There's so much. I mean, it's insane. It is from the start of the movie to the end, like literally all the way to the end of the credits. Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg. I mean, it's great. So for fans, I mean, that's why it's a 96. For critics, I mean, they're just doing their job. There's no story. I mean, there is no story. There is, but it's not good. I mean, it's a basic Mario game story.
This is a good example of an effective way to use Rotten Tomatoes scores to make a decision, right? This is a really good way. And Drip and I will help you understand if you don't know what I mean. So, like the audience, people just going to see it. They're going. The people who are not critics, people just who are happy to go watch a movie that they're excited for, and they just want to know when they leave that theater, did they have a positive experience? And You're seeing it. 96% of those people, average people, just do. They just have a positive experience at the theater.
Yeah.
Now, the critic's job is different. They don't go to watch a movie to enjoy it. They go to critique it. And their job is to go and see what the issues are. And they did that for us. Now, if you just were to see 96%, you would have thought this was one of the greatest movies of all time. Don't lie to yourself. You'd go and see 96% and go, this is a great freaking movie. Yeah. And the critics are there to humble everybody and go, whoa. Now, listen, there's lots of fundamental issues with this. We got this issue with the story and blah, 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 blah. This is an effective way to read these scores and make your decision. I think everyone should, if you had a fear of watching this movie because you didn't think it was going to be good, you should feel good knowing that you can spend your money on this movie and you're going to have a positive experience. Now, if you're a critic, now I'm Tyson in our chat. He's a lot like me. We're both, well, at least I admit it. I'm a critic of things. I'm very critical of lots of things. And Tyson, I feel like you probably are as well. I'm probably going to be on the side with Rotten Tomatoes, the negative score, because I critique things. I just can't help it. I'm that kind of a guy. I go in and I critique things. So not that I'm not going to enjoy the movie. I bet you all the negative reviews for Rotten Tomatoes were also from the critics, or they also probably would tell you that they've had a good time. You know, I'm sure none of them would say I had a bad time. They're just doing, like you said, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
So. You know, while I'm probably going to be on that 53% side of like, it was, you know, there's issues with this movie, I'm also going to be on the side of the positive score. I'm going to have a good time because like you've alluded to here, I have not seen the movie. That's not by design. I just didn't get the chance to see it. Probably be not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I will see this movie, and we will do another podcast in the upcoming future, hopefully the near future, of a spoiler, because this is spoiler free, guys, spoiler free. But we will do a spoiler. All spoiler episode coming up pretty soon here, and you know I've already seen the movie at that point. And we can really dive into it. But this episode's gonna be spoiler free and just things we can talk about without spoiling your experience.
And something else you said. You were talking about Tyson. Tyson and I had a short conversation about it last night, actually, because he went to see it. He texted me when he got out of the theater, and the lack of story thing, something we kind of talked about that I wanted to bring up here. And you and I actually talked about this earlier too. You know, the critics are saying, you know, there's no story, you know, it kind of lacks a little bit of depth, which I agree a little bit. Like I said, they did a really good job with these characters. Like we may not have got a story, but I feel like I know a lot of the backstory that they can go forward with. But that's the thing. This is fine for me. This is fine. The nostalgia, the Easter eggs, all the stuff, they threw it all in our faces. Super hard for the first one. They kind of developed the characters out a little bit. Not a great story. Obviously, there's going to be a second one. We need to see more the next time. We need a better story. We need more of what this one was missing. And maybe, I mean, not maybe a little less of what it had, but we don't need that much in the next one. The nostalgia, the everything. I mean, it's going to be there, but I do agree with that. But I think everybody should just enjoy this one for what it is. Let's worry about that. Let's worry about that when the next one comes out. You know what I mean?
Let's answer another question here. This will be from Discord. Their name, I just realized their name. It's not a bad word. I don't know if they meant it. I don't know if they meant it that way. They could be totally coincidental, but I'm not going to read your name, person, on Drip's Discord, but they asked us to rate the movie 1 to 10. So without getting too far into, because we will get there, Drip, but overall, your opinion, rate the movie 1 to 10 for this person.
Honestly, 8.5. It's 8.5. It's up there. It's good.
Yeah,
it's great.
All things considered.
Yeah. I mean, didn't have a story. Didn't care. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, there was one point. And I think the actual part is in the trailers when they first jump on to Rainbow Road in the cars. Like when you see it in the movie, kind of in the context of what's going on and stuff, like I teared up a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like the nostalgia hit hard, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was also 10 in the morning. I don't know. Maybe I was just tired. So.
Dude, can we just clarify that you were watching the Mario basically kids movie at 10 a.m. by yourself, tearing up. A movie that's notoriously known for having no story. You're tearing up over the story.
I'm a nerd. It's all right.
You are a
Fine.
nerd. Let's get one more question in from Full Metal Knee over on my Discord. And now she didn't have this, or they did not have this knowledge of the fact that I did not see the movie yet. But they asked, can both of you give your opinions on the casting of each Mario character, whichever characters you feel are worth assessing? Maybe a scale, maybe a themed scale of Mario voice, wahoo, to oh no.
Oh, we have to do it in this. I don't.
Sure.
What's
yeah.
in between? I don't know. There's too much. There's too much in between there. I don't.
It's a 1 to 10 scale. But oh no being 1 and Yahoo being a 10.
Okay. Where are we starting? Let's start.
Mario. Chris Pratt's voice. We need to hear it drip. What did you think? You've heard the whole movie now.
Dude, it was great. It was fun.
It was great. Okay, his performance was great. You said.
Okay, listen. It was when you okay, this is what I'll say. Hearing it in the trailers, just kind of out of context of things, and we only got a little bit here and there, I was still like, it's fine, it's whatever, it's not that bad, I'm good with it. But once you get him in the movie and he's there, acting along with Charlie Day and Seth Rogen, I mean everybody, it fits right in. His voice, it's seamless. I did not think about Chris Pratt at any point in the movie when I was watching it. I was watching Mario. I was sold. You know what I mean? Like, how sometimes you see it like, that's a bad voice. And you just think about the voice actor. I was sold. Like, that was Mario. I had no problem with this. I mean, I was good with it. I was worried, but it was good.
Hey, here's a fun idea they also put in there. Assign an item from Mario Kart to the actor's performance on their voice acting. So, like, if you thought, it's very subjective. It's just for fun. So, assign Chris Pratt an item. What would you give as an item? What would you give his voice acting? Like a coin?
I'll give him a.
It was okay. I'll take a coin, but like
it was good. I'll give him a power up mushroom.
Our mushroom. All right, one mushroom. All right, fair enough. Luigi. We're gonna fire through these. Luigi. Charlie
Day was awesome. Perfect. I mean, what you get in the trailers is what you get in the movie. He's perfect. Give me a Luigi's Mansion, please.
You cut out there for some reason, but you asked for a Luigi's Mansion
Mansion movie, yes, please. Yeah. Oh, he was great. He was perfect. He is Luigi.
You'd give him all the items as all the items around you.
He'll get a 1-up mushroom. He'll get an extra life.
All right, fair enough. Very good. Bowser, Jack Black.
I mean, it's Jack Black. He was great.
We're talking about performance, not about character.
His performance was
very
good. Okay, performance very good. Yeah, very believable as Bowser. I loved the voice he had. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's certain parts where it's like, yes, this is awesome. This is so cool. But I will say the character Bowser, and I said this in the video yesterday, but the character, I felt like in the beginning of the movie, they really dove deep. Like, they took everything from the games, like what Bowser is, what he's about, and they really did. They put it in the movie, but I felt like they went a little too hard, a little too early on one of those areas. And I was kind of like, it's all right. But then, I don't know, as the movie went on, they started developing a little bit more and seeing a little bit more of what he's doing with this and that and whatever. It evened out, and by the end, it was fine. But at first, I don't know. Voice great. I don't like what item are you giving him?
What item are you giving him?
He gets I'll give him a red shell. Probably below the red mushroom, but maybe right on par.
See, I think a red shell is better than a mushroom. Personally,
is it? Okay, so this is hard.
It's very subjective. That's fair enough. Okay, all right. So, Donkey Kong. I mean, Seth Rogen, dude. What
have you heard Seth Rogen speak? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'll give you a second if you don't want to hear it. It's not a huge spoiler. Yes, he does.
He goes,
yes. Twice.
Because he does his own voice. He's laughing. Yeah. It's how he laughs. He's not joking.
Yes,
he laughs that way.
He does the Seth Rogen laugh twice.
but what would you say? Like, give him a quick assessment.
He was really good as Donkey Kong, and honestly, they gave Donkey Kong a lot more depth than like I said, the characters had a lot of depth. So he did great. He did good. I mean, again, I feel like he's right there with Charlie Day, maybe not as good, but he was exactly what I expected. You know,
Ooh.
he was good. I'll give him I'll also give him a 1-up mushroom. No, I'll give him a power up mushroom with Chris Pratt.
All right, sweet. And then let's do them both at the same time. Not that that's a cop out. Let's not do that. Peach. Anya Taylor-Joy.
She was great. Peach was honestly, I mean, she got the most screen time of anybody. She's like the main character of the movie, honestly. I thought she was good. She's got a nice little backstory that they did, and yeah, she was a great. I mean, she had some funny moments, especially like right when her and Mario first meet. Like,
yeah,
that was nice. It was funny. I thought she did great. She's in a lot of the movie, but yeah, I'll give her a. I don't know. She was good. She was very good. I'm gonna give her. She'll get a red mushroom too.
Sweet. And last but not least, Toad. Keegan-Michael
Key was, I mean, man, he was probably not a whole, I mean, a good amount of screen time, but I would have loved to have seen more of him. He just had some one-liners and stuff. He was really funny. I mean, he was definitely probably as far as
to be expected
comedy goes, he's probably the funniest one. He did great. He sounds like Toad. And that's the thing. I said it with Chris Pratt. Everybody in the movie, there wasn't any point except for when Seth Rogen did his laugh. That was the only point when I thought about an actor and was taken out of the movie for a second. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, everyone was very believable. I mean, as a whole, they were all great. But yeah, I mean, Toad was a very good character. His voice is perfect. He was very funny. I want more Toad. More Toad. I give Toad the star. Toad gets the star.
Hey, awesome. I have indigestion. This beer is making me burp tonight. Excuse me. I think you guys heard that. Man,
I definitely heard that.
That was a lot. Guys, so I think we have a couple more questions. Let's get some more questions. Over on the YouTube side, I believe. Yes. Last question. Thoughts on, we kind of already went over this. Sorry, the Joystick Drift podcast. Thank you for commenting on our YouTube community page post. I forgot to ask this because I thought that was a question, but I couldn't remember. Thoughts on the Mario? Thoughts on Mario's voice now that you've heard it fully in the movie. We've kind of already went over that.
It's good. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to the Joystick Drift podcast.
He did a good job. He did a really good job.
Sweet. Okay. So let's look at our little set list here. I'm clicking lots of windows, doing lots of things over here. Stalling. There we go. So Drip, it's time for that part of the podcast where we talk about, we went over story. I think the lack of the story. We've talked enough about that.
Yeah.
So again, not seeing it, I'm going to ask you a question here. You know, you kind of seem like, and I kind of I could assume this, but you think that there's going to be spinoffs. I mean, that's kind of how they built this movie, right? Is to built it with the idea that there's going to be spinoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear. I mean, there's been huge rumors of a Donkey Kong movie already, which that is, with the stuff that we saw just from when they went there, that is a movie. That is several movies. There's so much stuff there they could do. I mean, they brought in all the other characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the Donkey Kong people, like they were all there. So that's obviously going to happen. I mean, we're getting more Mario movies too. I mean, they don't have this, you know, they didn't go to Illumination for nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Illumination is owned by Universal. You know, they've got their own theme parks in the Universal parks. Like, this is something that is going to be going forward. They're going to make money together with this. I think this is going to go for a long time. I mean, I could see 3, 4, 5 Mario movies, spin-offs, Donkey Kong, a few of those. I'd like to see Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and 3. I mean, why not? I mean, that would probably only get 1, but if they do it, they should base it off 3 because that hotel was sick. And you know, there's also rumors of a Zelda movie, also done by Illumination, which I want to see. But I mean, I kind of want to go back and touch on the thing we were talking about earlier about the lack of story.
Yes.
Tyson and I talked about this last night too. You cannot do Legend of Zelda like this. You can do it animated. It can't be like this.
No.
It's got to have
I haven't even seen the movie yet, but like all the reviews, I can make a concise opinion on the fact that there's no way you can make this movie the same way you make a Zelda movie.
No, I mean I'd much rather see a live action Zelda movie than an animated one. But I'll take what I can get at this point. We got nothing. So I mean, they're going to have some really good story for a Zelda movie, and I'd like it to be an original one, because this, as little of a story as there was. It was an original Mario story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they start out in Brooklyn, which I don't know.
An original Mario story. That's the headline of your review.
It is.
No one's going to listen to your review because they're gonna be like, bro.
It's an original Mario story. That's not a very good story, but it's original. It is original.
I can't wait to see this movie. I have lots of things to say that I don't know yet. I'm like itching to say things and I don't have any opinions. Like I want to have opinions on it and I don't. And I really want to check it out for you guys. And we'll make another podcast later in the future for where I can give my opinions on. But yeah, I mean,
for sure,
a nice overview about everything went on. Drip. I have nothing left to say, nothing left to add, other than the fact that I want to talk about Zelda and the movie, Zelda movie spinoff potential. Do you think that this is going to be, obviously? I think at least, obviously, this is going to be a like Alex in the chat a second ago, kind of like comparing it to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is going to be a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Don't you think?
Yes, and
with Mario.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. With Mario.
Yeah.
Luigi, Donkey Kong. That's clearly set up.
This was Avengers 1. This Mario movie was Avengers 1, or maybe Iron Man. This was Iron Man, maybe.
I don't know. It's hard because there's so many characters in this. But can't talk about it. But post-credit scenes set up another character that we haven't seen yet. So they've already expanded it, even at the end of the movie. Yeah, this is going to go. This is going to be a cinematic universe that's expanded just like we see in Marvel. You know, they bring in new characters, or in a post-credit scene, it's like, oh, you'll never guess who was in the post-credit scene. Then you go and see it, you're like, oh, whoa, it's crazy, you know? Yeah, I mean, they're doing the same thing here. They're doing the exact same thing. I see this. I don't know how interconnected they're going to be. I think they will be their own separate stories, just with the same characters in the separate stories. I don't think they're going to go as interconnected as we see with like Marvel or what Star Wars is doing now on Disney Plus.
Well, naturally this is interconnected. Like already they start off. It's unlike Iron Man in the sense that they start off with like everybody in the same movie, because that's kind of that's Nintendo's thing. So by default, it's kind of like a Marvel Cinematic Universe. Not like they earned it. Like it's just by default, it's going to be like that. Well, it's more spinning it off into individual movies. That's like the interesting thing. Are they going to do that?
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen the success you can have with something like that. So it's crazy for you to take this many characters and not at least try. You know, everyone else is trying to do it. It's the potential is there to make a lot of money.
We have one final question during the recording portion of this podcast. It's from Alex Switch Corner in the chat. Question: when does Geeb think that the next Mario game will land on the Nintendo?
Oh, the Nintendo.
No, sorry, the Nintendo.
The Nintendo.
Nintendo.
However it is.
That's an inside joke. We'll get to that in the after show for the stream.
That's great. That's hilarious.
Alex, I blame it on you.
Alex, always check his work. Always.
Listen, how many reasons do I give you? Almost none, because we don't need it.
Yeah, like one. I think I've had to say, like, oh no, I got to take this out. I've seen like one thing that I've thrown in and be like, oh, that's got to go.
Very rarely do we have and usually these days at least it's something I intentionally added that I thought maybe would work, but I knew that maybe it wouldn't work, so I had a revision ready to go. So like, to be fair, it wasn't a mistake. I made a mistake in Alex's video today. I made a boo-boo. I'm sorry, but we'll get to that in the after show, guys. Can't wait to come back with you guys in a few weeks where we get to the spoiler version of this podcast. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. We're going to get you guys in just a second. second. But for those of you listening on audio platforms, if you want to check out our faces, you can go over to Spotify, download us over there, or you can watch us over in our YouTube channel, youtube.com/DripGeeb. Soon to be changed, maybe. Who knows?
Ooh,
Who knows?
Mysterious. So mysterious.
We will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Drip, you know what time it is?
It's time for the after show.
Wait, what? I couldn't quite get that. What time is it?
After show hype! Ow!
It is
Party.
time for...
Do you have after show music?
After
show music.
I mean, I just have Zelda and Chill right now.
That's what I'm listening to over here, too.
Great. That's what we're listening to. Stream, how we doing, guys? What's up? Thank you guys for hanging out. Liking the stream if you haven't done so already. Voting in our poll, telling us that you disliked it because you think you're funny. Did anyone actually dislike it? You can't tell because YouTube sucks now.
You can look in studio and
I don't want to dig. We're live. Yeah. Guys, if I missed your questions. If you guys did have questions in the YouTube chat here, we're currently live on YouTube. If you have your question that I did not answer, ask it again. We're answering right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. Did you enjoy? Did we enjoy the episode? I hope you did.
I feel like that was a nice one.
Yeah, it was good. I think it was a little shorter. I think, if my internal clock was correct, a little shorter, which is good. It's a good thing. Not a bad thing. You know, most podcasts are under an hour.
I got to message this lady back.
Message your lady.
It's not my lady. It's a lady on Facebook Marketplace. She has those Pokemon Squishmallows. Dude, Lola wants a Pokemon Squishmallow bad.
It's for the kids.
This lady's got them. She's got both. She's got the Pikachu. And what's the purple one with the red eyes?
You're asking me what a Pokemon is with purple with red eyes. Are you kidding me? There's 1,000 Pokemon.
Like a monster or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get this Pikachu, but she's selling them cheap, man. These things are hard to get.
Dude, they're called pocket monsters. They are literally they're all monsters. And purple with red eyes could be any of the 1,000.
Okay, I'm gonna show you, and you tell me which one it is.
I'll probably know it. I'll probably know it right away, honestly. You had a bunch of those Pikachus, Squishmallow Pikachus. Matt.
Dude, Moran. Dude, Lola wants one so bad. Everyone I find, they want like $100 for now.
That's
the
ridiculous.
20 inches? Yeah, these are the 10 inches, which is fine. I'll take what I can get at this point. But she's only selling these for like $30, which is still more than they are, but like that ain't bad.
Yeah, they probably got cat pee on them.
Well, I'm asking her. They still got the tags on them, man. I'm asking her right now. If she's
Does not
30
mean
for both, 30 for
mean,
both, or 30 for one. Because if she's got 30 for both, Gengar.
Oh, Gengar.
Yeah, that's it for sure.
He's like a monster. He's a ghost.
Look.
I know what Gengar looks like, man. He's a ghost.
I did. Perfect description, by the way. He's purple with red eyes.
You're not wrong.
He looks like a monster.
Hey, Pikachu, yellow with red cheeks.
But he doesn't look like a monster.
Perfect
He looks like a chinchilla. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? That's clearly what Pikachu is.
Oh my God.
Why are you laughing?
He's a mouse.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's a chinchilla. Very clearly. Wait, is this... Am I...
He's a mouse, dude.
For real?
Yes. For real. Why would
that's a big-ass mouse.
Nintendo, and the Pokemon Company in 1993, when they're developing the idea of Pokemon, they go, I know what we're going to do. The mascot of Pokemon is going to be a chinchilla.
Dude, that's a fucking chinchilla if I've ever seen one.
God, this is the best thing ever. Oh my God.
That's what this thing is. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. He's drawing a pillowcase and call it a day.
No.
Squish it up. No, but I actually don't agree. I was joking. Squishmallows are a special breed.
They are. They're awesome. They are pretty cool. I think
I only touch them in the mall, but when I go to the mall, I always touch them.
Yeah, they do feel nice.
Yeah, if you've been to a mall in the Illinois area and you bought a Squishmallow, I probably rubbed my face on it.
That's creepy. The creator of Pokemon confirmed he is neither a mouse or a rabbit because he's a fucking chinchilla. Boom!
He's a mouse. He's a fucking mouse.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going chinchilla. Listen, chinchilla.
I don't believe you, Alex.
Final answer.
Fake news. Fake news. Don't ever watch Squitch Corner's YouTube channel. Fake news. All his deals are wrong. I mean, he calls fucking Nintendo. I mean, you can't trust a channel like that.
It's your fault.
If you guys want to laugh, everyone in chat after the stream, go watch Alex's video. I edited it and I made a mistake. But listen, I admit to my mistake, but I told Alex, I gave him a whole hour window. Like, hey, dude, you make sure to watch this before you post it, like a good content creator would. And it's just to triple check for mistakes, because I already double checked. Yeah, triple check for mistakes. And he didn't do that. He said, yeah, it'll be fine. I trust you. The bad thing is he will never trust me again. And this makes me sad. I enjoyed that I had his trust. Now I lose it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Nintendo. It's funny to say. To be fair, the Y and the T are right next to each other on the keyboard. Directly next to each other.
It happens.
I know. I don't have.
It's not that big of a deal.
You do it all the time. You do it with your titles. You do it all the time.
I do it all the time. Yeah, I do it in YouTube titles.
This is drip with a keyboard. Done.
That's pretty accurate, actually. It's very accurate. You know what? Whatever.
He's like a chinchilla.
You got to be careful around chinchillas, man. You know, if you spook them, they can like break their bones really easy.
Oh my God, they sound like they're brittle.
They are. If you can't like scare them, if they like jump around in their cage or whatever, they'll like break their ribs and shit. I'm serious. I know it sounds crazy, but I wanted one. But that's the reason I didn't get one. I'm loud. I'd probably spook it. Probably I'm dead in a week.
I'm just correcting you, Alex. You said the wrong. You spelled Nintendo wrong.
Real question. Is a tuxie suit the best investment one could make? Maybe not the best investment, but it's a good one. That's for sure.
KG. Yeah.
It's
You're wearing the thing
nice.
Again.
I always wear it.
Why don't you go show the people? Go shake your butt back there. Guys, he's wearing a onesie. But listen, okay. It doesn't look like a onesie.
But it doesn't look like a onesie. It looks like a nice little, jogging something, It looks like pants, shirt, but...
Pull your shirt up. Yeah. Now, if you take a shit in your onesie or in your sweatpants, you gotta change the whole onesie.
You do, and that's the thing. It doesn't have a butt flap either. So if you're
bullshit.
If you're going into the bathroom, like a public one, like you're gonna have a mess of clothes.
Are you going in public bathroom with it? Are you telling me you wear that in public?
No, I'm just saying.
Bathrooms?
If you did, you're gonna have a mess of clothes on a nasty floor.
I bet you will.
Your hood will literally be on the floor. It's not a good thing. So
he wasn't sponsored, Alex. He was did a video for. Well, you answer it.
Yeah, I did a video. Yeah, I mean I did a video for my job, basically.
Yeah, it's your job.
Yeah. So
your second job is to put up with me.
Yeah. I should be paid more for that one.
Listen, if anybody should be paid more, it's me. And you know why. Drip Media. Man, I'm your homeboy.
ADHD is a thing, and it's fine. It's totally fine. I do know why. But
Harry says, "I wish I had a Lady Geeb." I don't know how to take that. I feel like you should be banned now. Look at my future wife. Hashtag blessed.
Does he mean that he wishes he had a lady?
I don't know.
And is addressing that to you?
This face looks like a face that cares.
He wants a woman version of you, or he wants your wife.
See, and I didn't take it like that. That's an interesting. That's an interesting perspective to have on that.
It's one of those three things.
I like to think that he'd have a woman version of me. Because I am just a breath of fresh air.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much. Oh.
What do we got here? I'll get you on. Got a restock ticker. Yeah. I don't know how much the 20-inch ones are, but I don't know. This lady, she's got one of each on here, but they're both in the same picture, and she says $30. They're 10 inches, but I feel like if she's selling both of those for $30, that's a good deal. Even if she's selling one, I still might pick up that 10-inch Pikachu. I think she's in like Cannonsburg though. That's kind of a drive.
Hold on, Mega just destroyed me. I need to read this. Xenoblade 3 gets a 25-minute direct, but Tears of the Kingdom gets nothing because Nintendo doesn't want to show their cards. Yeah, Geeb wants more. Yeah, Geeb wants more money. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
you just roasted the shit out of me.
Yeah, but he's right.
I'm on a skewer.
I know that's your stance on it, and I
when there's no direct featuring Nintendo and there's only Twitter posts, don't come crawling me when I'm right.
I just don't see this happening. I don't see them just giving us what we have right now and say, yeah, that's fine. They know enough.
They had to sell. They do not need to sell Tears. I'm not saying literally. Obviously, they do. Their business. I mean, like, they don't need to sell the consumer on Tears of the Kingdom. Their fan base is gonna buy the game. And to reach a new customer base. Listen, who doesn't already know about Zelda games, especially Breath of the Wild? Like,
a lot of people.
They don't need. They don't.
Didn't buy Breath of the Wild.
The Switch is at the end of its life cycle. They don't need to sell this game. It will sell itself, and they've already done a 10-minute gameplay thing, which is the only thing people actually care.
Thing I've ever heard you say. It's not going to sell itself. They're charging $10. I mean,
it will sell itself without a direct. It will do. They'll promote it. They will promote it as much, if not more, as other games. They gave you the 10 minutes of gameplay. What you want to spoon feed the story before the game comes out? Is that what you? Oh, no, the Zonai. The Zonai are going to be featured like this, and then this is that, and this is that. And they don't what? Okay, the game doesn't have a story.
Oh my God, I can't wait till they do that.
The game has a story. The game has a story. We don't need to know that it has a story. We know it has a story. What do they need to tell us for?
I can't wait till they do what you just said, and I'm going to be like,
what? Do what? What I just said.
They're gonna do exactly what you just said. They're gonna
spoon feed the story.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be like,
but that doesn't mean
this and this.
You're not suggesting a spoon feed. You're suggesting a 30-minute direct. 2 weeks after a gameplay direct, which was not direct. Sure, that's what you're suggesting. That's not spoon feeding. That's the whole fucking pie.
No.
A 30-minute direct is the whole pie without buying the game.
Let me ask you this.
You get a whole big whiff.
What exactly do you think is going to be
the deli counter gives you the free sample, and they say stick your head inside the fridge. Sniff the meat. They say.
What do you think is going to be?
You're not eating it. You didn't buy it yet. You can't eat it, but you can take a big old whiff inside the fridge.
What? You're saying 30 minutes, so we'll go 30 minutes.
You said that, not me.
I've never said how much time it's going to be.
Yes, you did. Listen to the other podcast we did.
I mean, it may be 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 15.
Yeah, that's what you said. You said 45, maybe 30.
You're saying 30 now. So for argument's sake, let's just say 30.
Sure.
Let's just say 30.
Sure.
Let's say 30. What do you think's going to be?
There's 3 trailers. There's already 3 trailers, Moran. That's a thing. They might give us a 4th. They might give us a 4th trailer that has all about story. A story trailer. But there's already been 3 other 2 other story trailers and 1 gameplay trailer. That's what they've given us so far.
Geeb.
What? Sorry.
Okay, so you're very upset about this 30-minute thing, and you're like, it's going to give us the whole thing. Tell me what you think.
No, I didn't. That's not what it is. It was clear. If we're gonna argue with correct information.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you what I would like to see, and what I think could take up 30 minutes, and would still give us a lot of mystery going into this. Like I said earlier, one thing we have absolutely no idea about is the story at all. I don't want to know the whole story. I agree with you completely on that. I would like a tease. I would like a setup. I would like to know the basis of what I'm going to be getting myself into on this adventure. I would love to have that. I think they could probably do 5 to 8 minutes on that. Give us a little bit of something of the story, kind of go into there. Another thing that I would really like to know about would be shrines and dungeons. I would like to know how that's going to be handled, because I feel like if I'm paying $70, I should know how that's going to be handled, because we know that was a gigantic part of Breath of the Wild. This is the sequel to that game. I would like to know for $70 if I'm getting more of those, Am I getting a different version of those? Or am I getting dungeons or a new version of? I would love to know that. I feel like they could give us an easy 10 minutes of that. If it's something new, explain what it is. Show maybe like the first one, like they do with a lot of other stuff. Show us how it works, what we're going to be getting into. And I mean, honestly, I just want to know who the main bad guy is. Who is this guy?
You saw him.
Is it Ganondorf? I want to know. I need to know.
We'll play the game then. You saw the bad guy, but it's a secret. But there's context clues.
But it's not a secret. I don't know. I guess we'd find that out in the story. I would like to know.
It's a secret to those who are not in the know. We all know that's Ganondorf. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like him, but I want to know for sure. But I think, okay, just what I just said right there would take up 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Just give me those things.
Mega has a good point. Mega's also in this back. Mega, you want to hop on Discord? We'll argue with you too. I mean, listen,
teaser trailers are not story trailers. And correct. That's basically all we've got.
I was wrong. You're right. They're teaser trailers, not story trailers. And I still believe we'll get a teaser or a story trailer. It'll be like a 5-minute trailer with like 4 minutes of story involved in it.
Tyson, that's exactly
to say that there's going to be an entire event in the last month of this game. It's not. Listen, I'm sorry, Hari. I'm sorry, Xenoblade. I'm sorry. You can promote without giving away the game. You can do that. It's possible.
Do you think what I just asked for is giving away the game, though?
Yes.
Really? Yes. A teaser of the story? Tell me what we're going to be doing. You're going to show me the things I want to know.
The only thing you're not saying is tell me the end. What happens to the final boss battle? It's the only thing you're basically you're asking for everything but the kitchen sink.
I'm not.
Yes. That's the game. That is the game. We know we know more than you're giving us credit for.
Basics of the game. That's the basics. I'm asking for the basics. I don't want to know every story element.
It's Demised.
I know. I saw that. That's good. That's very good. I do like that.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm 100%. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is 100% correct by any means. I leave plenty of room for error, but you're giving yourself no room for error. You're saying they have to. How could they not give us a 30-minute direct?
1,000 times, man.
This is a different game. It's a different game. It's a big game.
Yeah.
Much bigger than Xenoblade. Much bigger than Beta. Much bigger.
Important. Makes the promotion that much more important.
You're implying they're not promoting it. They are promoting it, and they will continue to promote it.
Right. With a direct on Wednesday.
That's not promotion. That is you know, talk about teasers. A direct for the game is essentially a teaser for those who are going to buy it. They're not selling anybody a game in a direct. Because they're not watching it. If you're not sold on the game, why are you watching the direct? Did you watch any direct on any game that you didn't buy? Not a direct, from other platforms, PlayStation, Xbox. Did you watch any of their presentations thinking that, I'm not, knowing that you're not buying any of those games? Yeah, tell me.
I watch all of them.
Because you make content, but that's not you watch them going, I want to be sold on some games here. That's what you did. You're telling me right now, sell me on your games.
I just want to know.
These events are for hype. They're for hype. They're not for selling games. And then what they do is they take the clips of those things and make little clips.
Promotion.
Right. But that's not necessary. You don't have to make a 30-minute presentation to make small clips of promotions. They're going to just give a story trailer without a big event. And then a bunch of tweets promoting it. It's not like that direct is a commercial on TV. It's just an event. It's a hype event. It's a rally. These events, and giving information to those who want it, but those who don't want it are hey, I hated Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna watch this thing because I hated Breath of the Wild so much that what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give 30 minutes of my time to watch the Tears of the Kingdom promotional.
But here's the thing, man. This is what you're forgetting. I think. They do these directs like this for these games because then it's people honestly, like you and me, not even as content creators, but that too, actually. Then we start hyping it up because we're buying it, but then we're more hyped about it. So maybe somebody who's watching our stuff that maybe was on the fence about it hears me talk about it and how excited I am and all this stuff they just showed us. Maybe it does sway some people, but I mean, it just gets the word of mouth going even more to maybe some of those people who weren't maybe weren't gonna buy it. I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I think we're gonna direct.
You don't think that the same exact effect occurs when they tweet in the morning saying, "Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. for a 5-minute trailer of our newest game, Tears of the Kingdom"?
When have we ever seen them do that? Just for a trailer. That's usually for directs. They don't say, "Tune in for a trailer."
So what you mean to say is that 10-minute gameplay direct was actually a direct?
It wasn't a direct. That was a 10-minute presentation, not a direct. Not a direct.
They didn't say presentation in the wording either. They just said tune in.
They said direct in the wording.
They said neither direct nor presentation. They just said tune in, like they do with every Nintendo Direct or trailer.
They call the directs,
and they call trailers.
They do. So that was neither.
It was just
10 minutes of
fapping.
gameplay.
It's fabulous time.
It was 10 minutes of gameplay. That's what they called it because that's what it was.
I cannot
let's
wait.
read some of this here.
I cannot wait until it's a 5-minute story trailer. I can't wait.
Dude, I don't care.
I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate because I'll be right. Only yell! I am loud, yelling louder. Tyson, get the popcorn out, baby. You guys enjoy this Mario podcast?
I'm glad we came back to Zelda, though. Honestly, I'm very curious to see what happens. But I mean,
yeah.
Okay, you have to agree with me on this. If it's gonna happen, this Wednesday is the day.
No.
It's
no,
exactly
I don't.
1 month. Look
because they just gave us 10 minutes. They just did it.
Okay, dude, I'm just saying.
Give it a couple more weeks.
God. A couple more weeks.
Why is it? I don't understand. I've never understood why that was the day. I get it's a month. I get that, and that would have made more. That would have made. That would have made more.
Crossing was exactly a month. I mean, most of the other directs that they do for these games.
And was there information? Was there information 2 weeks prior to that direct?
In some cases, yeah.
Show me those cases.
I mean, I'll have to look it up. I don't have it right now.
No,
but
yeah.
Yes,
This ain't U.S. politics. You can't just bullshit your ass. you got to give me information.
I don't have it right now. I'll find it. I'll send it to you after the podcast.
Source it, then I'll believe you. That's how it works, man. If you tell me Animal Crossing gave you 2 weeks before and then a month out and then 6 months or 6 weeks out, 8 weeks. If you told me that, all right, fine. I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. I'm not though.
Okay, well we'll see this week.
I can't wait. You'll see Drip's face on my YouTube channel. That's what you'll see.
You guys didn't talk about it much. Yeah, you know what? I didn't talk about it much, but that is something we should talk about now. The music, seriously. In this movie, holy crap!
I've heard. Well, we definitely Mega. We will and Drip. We will talk about that.
Yeah.
Just not tonight.
Yeah, Geeb didn't really know a lot about it, but yeah, man, the music.
I know anything. I've not seen it.
Yeah, I know.
I've only heard what people have said, and I don't work that way. I'm gonna
the music was
watch
great.
it for myself. But yeah, I've heard that, and I've already said I want to get. They've released vinyl and CD and cassette of the soundtrack. See that?
Oh no, Beastie Boys are on there.
Yeah, the soundtrack's on
Sleep Till Brooklyn.
on vinyl.
Which is appropriate, because, they're in Brooklyn.
Can you hear the vacuum?
I have music playing. I can't hear it. Hang on, let me pause it. No, I can't.
Well, I'm not. You won't hear while I'm talking, or I'm not talking.
Sky Islands will be the new shrines. Ugh.
I have a feeling that might be the case, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Maybe. I'm interested to see what else is up there, because we only got a little bit. We only saw one of them, but man, there's so many.
This is the way my brain works. This is why I'm so passionate about it, because what I'm thinking, my ideas, why I think I'm right, is because I'm expecting them to give us puzzle pieces that we got to put together. Here's a puzzle piece, here's a puzzle piece, here's a puzzle piece, here's a bunch of puzzle pieces. You're missing some, sure, because we're not going to give you the full puzzle for free. You need to buy the full puzzle to put it together, but we're going to give you a bunch of pieces, you put it together. You're saying, I want to give me the directions to the puzzle. Which puzzle piece goes where on paper? Give me the paper sheet that tells me where they go, and
like they do
almost
with every
all the
other
puzzles
game all the time.
They're not going to do that.
Every company does that.
They do it with games that they do it with games that don't matter. or games that they have to freaking sell more than 1 million copies of because they put too much money into it. Xenoblade costs too much money to only sell 3 million. Look what it sells.
Wrong.
I'll fight you.
That cup.
I'll fight you. This one?
Yeah. Is that actual? Is that plastic or is it actual glass?
It's plastic.
Ah. So it was glass.
And it's
still
strong.
cool.
It's actually very strong. It's been dropped many times and it has not broken.
Son of a. My brother just texted me. He said, "Don't forget your trash." I haven't taken the trash out yet. Damn it.
Guess you forgot. You know what time it is? Speaking of trash night, it's time
to go take out the trash.
It is time to take out the trash. Time to go. It's also time for bed for you, apparently.
Yeah, I'm going to bed, man. I'm going to bed. I'm done. I'm done.
All right, guys. Anything else to say, Drip?
You are wrong.
I am wrong about certain things, absolutely. But my core idea is not wrong.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see if we get it. Because if we get it, I said we just move the podcast to Wednesday to talk about it.
Let's argue in Discord, guys. Get in the Discord if you're not already there. We'll argue more about Zelda. It'd be fun.
For sure. For sure.
It's all for
fun.
fun.
For a little
Drip,
bit.
I still love you. I know you're wrong, but I still love you.
I mean, I know you're totally wrong and you're an idiot, but I love you too, man. I love you too.
I don't deny either of those two things. And I was also thanking Mega Boy. Have a good night to you. Everybody have a good night. We'll catch you guys next Thursday for another little shindig that we call the Drip and Geeb podcast.
Or Wednesday if there's a Zelda.
It won't be Wednesday. It'll be Thursday. Reggie's
All right.
regularly.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, bye.